Hi, Tim Linsdau here, video producer, Christian. Hey, I got a project I'm working on. I'm trying to cut my cable, and I've got an antenna in the attic that I'm going to hook up to and see if I can make it work. And I'll take you along on this journey. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here's some parts. I'm gonna need coaxial cable to hook up your antenna. At least I do. So we'll go by what I'm doing. It might not be exactly what you're doing, but you can go to your favorite electronics store and get the length of coaxial cable you need, and then you'll need these joiners, if you will, couplers to connect. Also, another thing you're gonna need is a light of some kind. These are kind of neat because they you have this broad light, and then you have a flashlight, and it's got a magnet on it, so you can just stick it on anything metal, or this hook pops up so you can hang it. It's kind of nifty. So you need some kind of light. Okay, by the way, probably want to get you a bag. And since I'm going up in the attic, got to keep this stuff contained. This is not a easy thing to do. Okay, I got my bag. Like I said, it's not going to be an easy thing to do because I have this antenna in my attic, and you might have an antenna in a different location, or somehow you can use some of this information to get your own. But I had this from years ago. So. Also, I'd recommend you get a mask for all that dust in the attic. I'm asthmatic, so it's a good idea for me. I recommend it. Not a bad idea. Also, you might want to do this stuff in the attic cool in the morning because it can get pretty hot up there. So give that some thought. Okay, now you can see my ladder going up into the attic. And that's where I'm going. Give you an idea, here's the attic, usual dusty mess. Okay, if you've never been in your attic, got to be very careful not to hurt yourself. There's also another thing here. Let me switch around. Okay, as you can see, construction of a house, you have these floor joists. Can you see them? Well, that's a ceiling joist, actually. Long running timbers, and you don't want to step in the middle of them because you'll go right through your ceiling. Very important. Only stay on the floor joists, or put some boards down so you can walk and work. Very important. Alright, up here in the attic, got my trusty little lamps going. I think you can just see my antenna up here. And it has a coaxial connection to it. And that's what I'm going to hook into. Okay, here we go. I've got my cable, my couplers. I'm going to put those two together. See, okay, I've got the coupler on there now. And we're going to connect to the TV. You're more astute do-it-yourselfers. Probably realized I got a little ahead of myself, but go ahead and connect your coaxial extension cable right away. I made my connection. This is now the, hang on, this is the antenna part here, and that's connecting to the TVs. So let's go see what we accomplished. Okay, now this is my box for my cable here, and so it can get a little complicated depending on what's done here. And this is actually my TV cable, and this is my old original antenna cable. So I had to separate it from the cable TV and get hooked up to my antenna cable. And of course, you come around the back here, and now I've hooked back into the antenna connection on the TV. Where otherwise you're going to go from a cable box usually to an HDMI connection. But when you go back to the antenna, you go back to this generally this coaxial connection, at least I do. Okay, so if you've never done this kind of stuff before, now these new TVs, you just have to, you know, press on the menu, bring up the menu, and then on this one you go down to broadcasting, and depends on what you want to do there. Auto program function isn't available on this right now. Check on the channel list. See what happens there. So we've got a bunch of channels that came up, and I haven't searched them all yet either. Get the search function going. And these are all broadcast channels. Bring up your menu. Go down to broadcasting. That you're going back to the old system of an antenna. Auto program scans frequencies for all channels. You can push that. Antenna, choose your preferred method of receiving digital broadcasts, which is air, cable. Right now we're working with the air or the antenna. And then there's numerous other things in here to do. Let's go down to that guide. Provide program information for each channel that you're using. Manage schedule list. There's all kinds of whatever. And every TV is probably going to be a little bit different. Let's see what this auto program. Start to search and store channels. So we do that for air, and see it starts searching for channels that you can pick up. As you can see, it's showing an antenna device, which is a good example of what I have. It's not showing it right now, but I know they've been coming up. So, oh, there they go. Starting to pop up now. So you can see how that goes. We'll let that run. Alright, auto programs complete. Digital TV air is 47. I suppose traditional air is 2. Some of these things I'm not exactly up to speed on until I get on the in the book and start looking around. But we can close this now, so or come back or change or scan again. Okay, so let's see if we can get to a channel list. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Infections or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can.
Anyway, you can see what that does. Okay, you might have to get your TV guide out, your directions that came with your TV to help you dig through this stuff, but we seem to be getting somewhere with it. Mainly challenge is knowing where your cable connection's at and disconnecting that, and connecting your antenna and make sure all of it's solid and connected. And then you start working with your TV. A lot of the new TVs is pretty automatic. You just might have to work with it a little bit. So hang in there. Okay, I'm running another TV, searching for channels. Usually you go to menu and channel, and it'll ask if you want to air or digital. Put air and just let it run through the channels and see what I can find. Okay, here's a little review. Use dust mask if you're in a dusty place like the attic. 7/16 inch wrenches, some light of some kind in dark space, coaxial cable, and couplers. That's about all I needed for a coaxial connection. If you have another one, you're going to need something else. And let's see, also a bag of some kind to put your stuff in so you're not dropping it all over the place. And that's about it on that subject. Okay, and remember, I'm just an amateur like most people. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. So be careful. Everybody's situation is different. Just showing you what I had to do. So have fun. Enjoy and be careful. You know, maybe you gotta call somebody and get help. So, you know, I'm not a pro at this, so forget suing me. So I'm Tim Linsdau. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like and comment on my video, and subscribe to my channel.